I'm unique, only one me. I'm helpful and I'm kind, I love myself. Sing it again. I love myself. Oh, I love myself. Sing it with me now. I love myself.
Next feeling word is
Scared.
scared. Do you want to create a time you felt scared? Go ahead and grab your tools.
I started storming, and then I went to go tell somebody that it was storming, and I was scared.
The foundation of creating community is hearing your community's voice. And I continued to hear our community say the same thing. There was not access to play therapy. There was not access to free, intentional, community-based play. And we had to change that. We had to be a part of creating change.
The PLAYGROUNDgr is unique because we offer free services to people, and no matter in what capacity someone is involved in any of our services or any of our program, it will always be free for them. And I think that's really important when trying to bridge that gap, especially when it comes to mental health services.
Some adults have been raised where they have no idea what play means because they've never been given the opportunity to play. So again, giving back to not only adults but children, and free. A lot of times with everything that we do is free. So pulling a community together for the things that they would love for themselves and their children to participate in, they're able to do that with the PLAYGROUNDgr.
So I have braveness grown right here, my little fairy, my fairy chair, fairy garden sign, 2 little birds on it, my head chalk, my little fairy house, and my little rock.
Naming the PLAYGROUNDgr, was to reduce the stigma and barriers. The long-term goal is, we all know, therapy is a piece of our journey, and there's no shame. In fact, there's a lot of courage in making a choice to go to therapy. But until we got there, I wanted people to be able to share their story and to share their experience and share where they were headed with us. And what better spot than the playground, a place that creates intentional play. And the goal of a playground is to create community, is to create safety, is to invite fun and playful-based spirit. And playgrounds were intended for people of all ages. We're all those things. So to become the PLAYGROUNDgr was very, very intentional, and it was very purposeful. And one of the first people I shared this with was my daughter, and she created our logo. She created the sun, she created the slide, and as a community, as neighbors, the PLAYGROUNDgr was built.
So I work in foster care and to support youth in foster care specifically, and I think that what's impacted those I work with the most is just having this as an option. The kids that come into foster care are coming from a traumatized place. Just being removed is traumatizing. It's necessary for their safety, but it adds to the trauma they've already experienced. And so many of our youth don't have the language or the words or even the developmental ability to talk about what they've been through, and so they're holding it all inside. Often they only have their behaviors to communicate what they're going through. And play therapy in particular is just such a useful resource for them to be able to process, to be able to express themselves, and to learn how to express themselves.
Play therapy was created to support limbic-based learning. And so when we look at the brain, we look at the neurosequential model, and we look at Dr. Bruce Perry's work, where Dr. Bruce Perry was able to find the way that we advance in the brain to heal. And it starts with brainstem-based work and moves into midbrain. Midbrain-based work is that big body movement. That's not just like physical fights and big body-based aggression, but it's also like dance and movement and running. It's big body movement play. Then we move into the limbic-based work, and that limbic-based work is where play therapy lives. That is expressing ourselves through clay, through sand tray, through Play-Doh, through opportunities that don't involve words. So today, you and I are gonna create anything you want using the clay colors you chose to honor somebody who you love.
This is hot cocoa breathing. Breathe in from your nose once. Breathe in from your nose twice. And blow 2 times because the hot cocoa is really hot.
As we go week by week, they start to see those benefits and see an increase in emotional regulation and body regulation. The way that we are paving the way for people to be involved in healing their past and starting that healing journey, the way that we do it really is by meeting people where they are and kind of doing it in a way that is just fun.
My favorite thing about volunteering here is definitely connecting with the kids. Like when a kid gets like stressed out or something, or like maybe a little frustrated, and they start using the coping skills that we taught them, I'm like, yay, we're doing good.
Making the kids happy, honestly. Just building a connection with those kids that they need.
Just getting like their raw reactions from everything that they learn, I feel like that's the best part about it.
I think because PLAYGROUNDgr has made it a part of their mission from day one to make play therapy accessible to children and families of all incomes, it is central to what they say they're going to do, and they've followed up with that statement with action, and which I think is the most important. You can say something is your mission, you can say this is what we want to do. PLAYGROUNDgr from day one has been actually doing it, and so there's evidence, there's stories of like, we went, we did this, and it helped.
It is all about including everyone and making play therapy accessible, especially for those who need it most in the community.
Even though we're teaching the kids, I've also learned a lot that I can take with me in healing myself, as well as teaching other people in the future on how to heal through play.
Oh, that is so important for people to get involved, because not only, again, does it support today, it will support the future as well.
We lean on our city to share why the work we do matters and why it's so very, 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 very unique.
If you want to have more fun, come to PLAYGROUNDgr.